Hello again. Well, as given the problems with my internet connection, I've been once again further behind on one of the videos I wanted to do for a while. And also working on scripts for one of the other episode reviews since I know the first three episodes of Korra have aired, definitely going to be working on those, giving priority to those next. Next, and didn't expect season 3, book 3 to air this soon. I think for now, I'm definitely going to give you my final thoughts on some of the and something new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reboot before it finally comes out, since the final trailer got leaked a little bit ago. Open alongside, it came alongside 8 Transformers Music Stage, which I'm planning going that, by the way. Hey, and anyway, so first off, we have the most obvious thing, the new Shredder design that, as well as some bits about the story that, since his side of the story that it's kind of hard for me to piece together just emotions and emotions, but if I had to say, it's definitely like how I imagine that. And it looks like in this continuity, like a few others, that Oroku Saki faked his death, with got plastic surgery, and adopted the alias X, so they could be playing potential roles or Ghoul on us, and not as well. And also the design is very ostentatious, even though I do concede it looks very badass as well. All that. Some of the designs in 2003 show definitely got pretty wacky after a while, but very showy, very him. And I can definitely say that reimagining Conscious Mecha is very in right now. That I can definitely thank the other franchise that based had a hand in for that as well as that. But once again, and I just must bring up that he's just producing this one. So he gave the $125 million towards it, and definitely looks it, and I definitely think it would work well. Well, given how mecha have been used to great effect in the previous years before, as well as the comics, and also Telecon taking more influence as it's a bit darker as which I said before that the supporting cast are already given enough. I'm not really have anything I have to make him fall. Honk says April and let's face it, since I never thought you had even answers before, or that, and even though she does, but she does wear the yellow jacket very well, and I think there are definitely a lot of people involved to get her back, even though she invoked Godwin's law to her director before it was producing this reboot, and one of those people's names are probably Franklin, Grant, and Jackson. And also, this brings my next point, just in the other supporting cast, that since William Fitch is a Shredder, since that's definitely a big one, since I think he could definitely do well, especially since he's a reasonably good actor doing big character parts and all that. Also, surprisingly good playing villain as well, since given how he was the banker that came up with a shot-off shotgun in the opening of The Dark Knight, as well as as the as John Heater's his financially abusive stepfather, other than Blades of Glory, right? And even him, the main villain of that horrible Lone Ranger reboot who they did last year. I mean, I think Arceus that bombed, and I don't think we're definitely going to be seeing any movies with Johnny Depp and Redface in the near future. I don't think. I think and but also the things that next one Whoopi Goldberg is Bernadette Thompson. So not only did they change her design, and her ethnicity, they also changed her gender as well. Oh, that could be fun since wasn't too big a fan of Burn in the TV show. Since so maybe this could help as well. And regarding that, she's a very good actress. I've seen other works that I definitely think she had to be one of my favorite Psycho's Next Generation Queen on the bartender of the Enterprise. He's and so definitely has some new crowd with me as well. All that, and also Vernon Will Arnett is played by Will Arnett, since also didn't particularly care for yeah, for him to show either since many pointed out, which I agree with, that he always trying to go after the same bigger stories that April is, but he's too who who out of his gourd to realize when he's in danger, and always particularly gets scared out of his wits when he is. But maybe Will Arnett could definitely help with that as well, since he's a very good actor, very funny. I've seen his work as Saturday Night Live as well as on other movies and was on Arrested Development. So, and hopefully they're gonna try and make it work a bit more. And as a story, definitely gonna be it has a lot of recurring themes in the comics, as well as the other adaptations. That with their brotherhood was that's like the Splinter's in danger quite occasionally, quite often in the comics, as well as the first movie, where oh yes, large part of it where he gets kidnapped, and tortured, hurt, and I definitely say here that the action looks up better since, as I expected, Weta Digital has done a very good work, as well as since with Lord of the Rings, Hobbit, Avatar, District 9, 2500 King Kong, and Rise of Planet Apes. I also definitely want to see Dawn of Planet Apes soon, since opening in this weekend, and should be out in theaters by the time you see this and also regarding that I'm definitely glad that I'm getting to see more action of Raphael in this last trailer put out, since the top of my shirt, it's kind of a bit dark in here to see. Hey, he's my favorite turtle for as long as I can remember that. So, the question is whether or not, since clear that they have some, of course Leonardo is still the leader here, they're trying to keep everyone together, and getting a closer look at it, since Michelangelo is really pretty dude who notice that close up he's wearing puka shells, kind of almost in these sort of surf shorts, and Donatello. It's definitely going to be a lot. The Tinkerer, her that he has the goggles and everything, and not sure how he's going to behave, but oh yes, definitely enjoying seeing Raph kicking all kinds of ass in this one. And still think if all else fails, I really cannot manage it being worse than TMNT3, and once I do, what I'm going to be doing with it, I'm definitely going to have some choice words with that one. And since Doug Walker said no because James Rolfe did it, I'm in. And I'm personally, I don't find there to be any particular thing wrong with taking a look at something anyone else has at Spain. That's the whole point of all these review databases like Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic. You're going to get multiple viewpoints, cost one similar, but and regarding how I do financially as well, I think the franchise fairly well critic proof at this point. I mean, since even in the last reboot, technically got drubbed, but still made Rules of Cash, shit. And definitely want to be the first time that they tried to reboot a franchise once, didn't take, and 7 years later, either someone else had more success in that regard. Or that. As you can tell, it's kind of a mess here, but if to illustrate this, I would definitely have my Superman. I have my Superman Returns DVD right here, but I was seeing a misplaced my copy of Man of Steel. When I was watching from when I watched it the other day. So that's definitely the biggest analogy I can think of right now, and so I think it should do well, even given how we've had quite a lot of comic book films already this year, especially given how next month is also going to be going up against Guardians of the Galaxy, seeing Sin City and Kill for in that regard. So, but I definitely think it should do reasonably well. Now, all things considered, that. And I think I definitely say the figures are looking pretty good, even the designs have unveiled, on that. All since actually didn't do since the movies have actually been good toy opportunities as well, and definitely helps since the other big franchise is still going because of how Hasbro wanted it, and Bay was only actually obligated for that one more. He's not always going to be doing others, but and even regarding those films that my opinion of them is similar to that most of the famous holds that it's the puny humans that I don't really care for. That's that the action scenes and the Bodies of War aspect, for my money, are done quite well, man. All that. Anyway, that's all I have to say right now. Kind of running a bit longer than I expected. Leave a comments box below and on my Google Plus page, and I shall see you later.